There are no layoffs of city workers and no tax hikes either in the budget for next year that Mayor R.J. Berry released today. It calls for spending nearly $500 million, but some city councilors are already questioning what the mayor wants to use some of that money for. Let's get more on that from News 13's Alex Goldsmith in the Newsplex. Alex?
Yeah, Dick, the battle over this year's budget won't be over any city financial crisis, but over where city dollars are best spent.
There's a lot of good news in this year's budget.
Mayor Berry says there's a lot to like in his nearly $480 million budget plan. His budget has no tax hikes, no layoffs, no big service cuts. And for the second year in a row, the mayor wants a 1% raise for city employees making less than $50,000. He also wants to hire more workers for the city's animal shelters and more staff for the Veterans Memorial Park. There's also $2.2 million set aside to continue replacing APD's old Crown Victoria patrol cars with new Dodge Chargers. The mayor also continues a trend, shifting money from city operations into new projects. $3 million is set aside for the planned Paseo del Norte and I-25 overhaul if voters approve it. Another $3 million would go to other city projects, anything from renovating city parks to a proposed 50-mile bike loop to, well, using more money to pay for Paseo.
There's dozens of projects that would be worthy. The point is, I just want to make sure we're having that discussion and putting the resources there to return that money to the taxpayers.
Those projects that are being proposed, they require operating funds for maintenance and for operations too.
City Councilor Debbie O'Malley says she hasn't seen the full plan yet, but thinks that money is better spent on running the city.
I think we're stretched thin close to a breaking point, to be honest with you. We've added more parks, we've added more landscaping, medians, things like that. You know, somebody has to be able to take care of that.
It's not clear what happens to that $3 million set aside for Paseo if voters turn the project down. Dick, back to you.
All right, Alex, whatever form the budget takes, it must be passed by the end of May.